Don't let the blue skies fool you. Even though it's really sunny, it is really freaking cold right now. Polly! I think she's in the shelter right now. Polly! There you are. Hello. Hi, pretty lady. You want some breakfast? Come on, Polly, I've got breakfast. Well, I think it's technically lunch by this point, but she looks about half awake right now. She looks stiff. I'm honestly really surprised that she was in the shelter, considering that it's sunny out and she's wearing a blanket right now. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense that she'd be cold. Excuse me. Come here. Hey. Yeah, all the way around. Thank you. So, I don't know, maybe I over-blanketed her and she started sweating and so she's cold. I don't know. What's going on, huh? What's going on? Let's figure it out. Alrighty, let's see here. Got a cold hand, so that's not going to help. See, this is the thing. This is why I say that using your hand to see how warm or cold a horse isn't an effective method, because my hand is cold, so it feels warm to me, but she could be cold. It's impossible to say. So let's just take these off and see how she's looking. The plan was to just honestly leave these on, not even take them off at all today, because it's going to get colder again tonight. So what would the point be of taking them off if I have to just put them back on again if I'm not really doing anything with her that would cause her to sweat? If you're wondering what she's wearing right now, the top layer is 160 gram from Canadian Horsewear, and then this bottom layer is actually just a wool cooler. If I owned excuse me, lift up your head for a second. Yeah, I can't undo the top strap when you're eating. Come on. There we go. Okay, you can put your head back down again. For next winter, I'd like to get one of those like liners that I can just attach to her insulated rain sheet, but I don't have one of those right now. So since it was getting down pretty cold last night, I wanted something to add to the insulated rain sheet. I do actually own a 220 gram for her, like a mid-weight, but the reason that I'm not using it is because it's a 92. The insulated rain sheet's a 93, and because she is very chunky right now, no offense, it doesn't cover her belly all the way. It's a little bit shorter. It's not quite as long. So hopefully we'll get her back to where, it fits her next winter. And then maybe I won't even need the liner. Doesn't look like she was sweating anywhere. Is that a sore spot or is that a good itchy spot? You are making such a mess. I'm not even sure how much of that you're eating, dude. Seriously, the amount of food she drops, you would think that she's got a problem with her teeth. She doesn't. Her teeth are perfect. Like, she feels like she was warm. Like, she doesn't look like she was cold or anything. She was kind of stiff and looking like she didn't really want to walk up to me, which made me think, oh, maybe she's cold and she's in the shelter. But it's also possible that she'd had friends in there and then the friends left and then she just decided, I don't want to go anywhere. You stay where you are. These are brushes. It's just a rare occurrence to see her in the shelter. That's why I was a little bit concerned that maybe she was cold, but I think she's actually okay. See, that's the wrong brush. That's not what I wanted. Just wanted to get some of the dirt off that was potentially, trapped between you and the blankets, because that will cause itchiness. Yeah, clean up your mess. Good girl. What a good girl cleaning up her mess, huh? Now I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, though, because my plan, I've been getting her used to going back up the hill by using the food as a motivator, being like, okay, you come out of the field and you get fed at the top of the hill, and then that's like her motivation to go there. I don't have that anymore as the food is gone. So I guess we'll see how she does without it. Hi. That's a hoof pick. Oh. You know what? I think before we go anywhere, we are going to pick out her feet because I think she's kind of walking on snowballs right now. Good girl. She had the farrier yesterday, and she was amazing for it. We did have to do it outside. Back up. Because, like I was saying, she's, too spooky to get up to the arena right now. We're working on it, but we're not quite there. And I was like, you know what? Since my trainer was coming to help out, we could, good girl, in theory, take her up to the arena. But I was like, you know what? That might push her over threshold, and I think we'll have better luck doing it down by her field. So my absolute saint of a farrier was like, no problem. Came, trimmed her feet outside. Good girl. But of course, because it was so damn cold, her feet were frozen. So she was able to trim them, but can you relax that foot? You can see Polly's got stiff hocks, so she doesn't like to relax them out. This is something we have to work on. Oh, got a nice ice chunk in there. Good girl. You're probably getting a very nice view of my layered ass right now. Say layered because of how many layers I'm wearing. Good girl. Anyways, because it was so cold and her feet were frozen, she couldn't actually my farrier couldn't actually rasp Polly's feet because the rasp just slid over top of them. Good girl. So her feet aren't looking fabulous right now. Well, actually, her back feet look pretty good. Her front feet aren't fabulous right now, but they're good enough. And since it's so cold, her feet won't grow a ton between now and her next trim, so she should be okay. If we need to, we can also make her next trim in like 4 weeks or 5 weeks instead of 6. Just depends on what her feet look like. Good stretch, good girl. All right, we got all the icy, snowy chunks out. Good job. Even the fact that I can just do her feet down here, like with her standing here on her own, and I don't have to have someone helping me to keep her from walking away, that's a big win. She hasn't been able to do that really at all, ever. And it's the past couple months we've been working on it because I've been needing to do her feet, practice with her feet, and we couldn't get her out to the cross ties. The reason is because the ground down here is really, really hard. It's gravel and it's frozen. So it's ouchy to stand and balance on one foot at a time. Good girl. A little bit of snow coverage helps. I think you're on the edge of the rope. Haha. All right. Just walking at follow the leader because that seems to be the most comfortable for her right now. She's a little bit, come on. Good girl. Over here. Good girl. We want her stopping to be my idea, not hers. But you can see in her eye, she's got a little eye wrinkle right now. Oh, good release. The lip lick, the snorting, that's good releases. You can see she's got a bit of an eye wrinkle. That's her a little bit nervous. Her ears are very perked. She's very aware. And that's normal for her here right now. But I also want her to be paying attention to me and not the grass. If we have to circle a little bit to get her brain, hey, that's okay. Come here. Still not with me. Come here. Shh. Good girl. Is that a friend? Polly looks about half awake right now, honestly. Are you not sleeping enough? Surprised she hasn't gone for their hay. Oh, poor guy. That guy's hood is over his ears. Oh, buddy. There is just like a little handful of hay that's kind of gone out there, so I'll see if she wants that. Come here. You like your new friend? You just want to stand here with your friend? You can do that. No? Okay. Good girl. You want this? Thought so. Oh, buddy. Oh, if he would let me, I would fix it. I noticed that for him. Shh. Oh, okay. You don't like us. All right, we'll move. So Polly's got a little bit of hay left there, but I took the rest of it and I put it there and one there to see if once she's finished that, it will help encourage her to choose to walk up this direction on her own without me asking her. And we'll see how that goes. Today I really just want it to be like super chill, feel good. I don't want it to feel a ton like work. I just want it to feel like, oh, I'm just going in this direction to hang out, grab a snack. And I mean, the fact that the hay, there was just like some loose hay that was out here was kind of helpful, because I would never just like take hay from one of the fields from one of the horses. I wouldn't do that. But since there was some that was just like loose out and about here, it was kind of helpful, because normally Polly can reach through this snow to the grass underneath, and that is like motivation enough for her. But because it's so cold, the snow has been packed down so far. Yeah, no, come this direction, Polly. I don't think he likes you very much. Come here. Good girl. Let's get out of their space. That horse really does not like Polly. Which is weird, because we walk up this direction all the time, and like that horse is always there. I don't know why today. I actually don't know if that's a mare or gelding. I can't tell from this angle. Why don't they like us today, huh? Polly's like, I don't particularly care, honestly. I just want to eat. Snowy rollies. Sometimes I forget that horses can actually get up that easily, because Polly, you make it look significantly harder than that. To be fair, though, she is also, you know, a lot bigger. Again, not an insult. We are just outside of the smaller barn right now. Came from over there. And Polly does not want to see this horse right now. All right, we're going this way. It is getting really windy. So we ended up basically walking down along that fence line. And this is one of Polly's current favorite grass spots, because apparently, who knew that under this big snowbank, there's just a ton of super long, yummy grass. She's not relaxed about it though. Her field is right over there. So I think she likes it as well because she can see her friends. That does not look tasty. That looks gross to me, personally. But what do I know? The wind has picked up significantly, so I'm not sure how blanketing her out here is gonna go, but let's see. Come here, Boops. All right, number one is the cooler. Where's the front? Hi, you wanna smell it? It's yours. I do like to let her know what it is I'm doing before I do it, especially with blankets, since I have to do that to get them on. Oh my god, I put this on wrong. Ugh. That's right. Gotta fix it. Oh, that's the hard part, is getting it forward enough. Like, the wool tends to like kind of stick, and she's got a nice big butt for it to stick to. Good girl. You're being such a good girl. I know all you want is that grass. You're a saint, Polly, you're a saint. It's the part where it like blows off of her where I get worried that maybe she'll spook, but since we've spent every winter since I bought her blanketing outside essentially, like pretty much exclusively. She's just used to it at this point. So she's very good about it. All right, halfway. Where's the front of this thing? All right, Polly. This is going on, okay? Good girl. Okay. Let's just make sure it's centered. A little lopsided. There we go. There you go. All done. What a good girl. There are always freaking planes and helicopters here. Did you just dodge my kiss? There you go. I think she just realized that she's being filmed. Such a goof. Ground tying, the most valuable skill that my trainer and I have taught her. Like that entire time, this rope was just on the ground. I had no hand on it. It was not tied to anything. It was not attached to anything. She just stood there because she felt the weight and I'd asked her to stand, and so she just stood there. I mean, now she's walking because I lifted out the rope, so I'm making it feel different things, but she's giving me side eye. She's like, stop talking. If you weren't sure, that is what a size 93 looks like. So I got worried that maybe Polly was cold again because when I let her into the field, she pretty much headed straight over here to the shelter. But then I watched her use like the edge of the wall, like that wooden beam as a scratching post. And I've actually seen her do that before, but over here where there's actually a brush, which I actually did not notice until just now. It's definitely been here for way longer, but you can see all of the mane hairs that are very clearly hers. Oh, and that would be Fran's. And that would be Polly's. That's probably why they gave you a brush, guys. Anyways, I'm not as concerned about it because she's just been hanging out over here napping. I brought her a little bit of hay, but she's actually not eating it. Francine is, so I don't know. It looks like she's just gonna doze off to sleep, I think. These two are so cute. I'm standing in the shelter to get away from the wind, but the sun is very, very nice. My phone has actually already died once this afternoon from the cold, and it is currently at 26%, which means it's probably going to die pretty soon again. So I am going to head out. I also have stuff I need to get done this afternoon. So that is our little winter afternoon with the girl. We didn't end up doing exactly what I had planned for us to do, but I think it was still definitely valuable, and it was still a good time, and it was nice to be out here with her in the sun because the past few days we've been getting a little bit of sun like in the morning, but then it disappears pretty quickly and I miss it. So it was nice to be with you in the sun. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.